Joining me right now, I have two gentlemen, Roberto Torres from StandUp Tampa Bay and Andrew Mohota. He is from an organization called New Town Connections. Gentlemen, thank you for stopping by.
Thanks
for having us.
Now, we're going to be talking about a forum that you've got coming up that's called, for millennials specifically. Are you a millennial?
I'm a millennial.
Because that goes to 39, right? So,
right.
and you?
Just made it.
Okay, so just made it, just barely. So you're putting together this forum. Tell me, obviously it's target audience is millennials, but the question is why?
Yeah, I'll just take it off.
So Tampa Bay, we're number 19 for all these young professionals who are moving here in terms of this is the place where young professionals move to work, to meet people, to make friends. And I talked with Roberto and we said, you know what, we need to set up a forum where Jeff Vinik can tell us all the cool things that are going on in downtown Tampa. And all these millennials, they want to hear about it, so why not create a forum to make this happen?
Now tell me what New Town Connections is.
So we're a social club for young professionals aged 20 to about 40-ish. To make friends. So whether you're new in town or you want to make friends, you come to New Town Connections where we run events every single week, if not twice a week, for you to make friends and get connected.
You're party animals.
I get paid to socialize.
And Roberto, your organization is called StandUp Tampa, and that is what?
That is, very lightly put it, is a group of young executives that want to highlight Tampa and Hillsborough County as the place to either start your career or further your business. So, you know, the premise is simple. We believe in Tampa. We like Tampa as a city. We think that it has a small town feel with big city amenities, and these organizations like Andrew's that make Tampa better, worthwhile living than in New York or Chicago or Boston.
Do we have an identity crisis when it comes to the tech community? Because everybody, whenever you talk about tech, they'll go, ooh, the triangle, the Raleigh Triangle up and down, ooh, Austin, Texas, ooh, Costa Mesa in that area. But in reality, we've got an explosion of tech people right here.
That's right. Tech is a segment that doesn't get as much of a story. We haven't done a really good story about outlining how many tech professionals there are. There's about 55,000 tech professionals in the Tampa Bay area.
55? Oh, wow.
And I'm sorry, 5,500. And,
Okay.
and there is about 5,000 more, like around 500 or 1,000 or more jobs that are looking to get fulfilled. So I think that, in reality, we have a big industry, a big capacity. It's like about $3 billion, and I think that within the next 3 to 5 years we'll see a way better job at talking about that
Opportunities
tech opportunities. Correct.
And Andrew, what makes millennials different? And let's talk about some of the stereotypes. What do millennials want that the rest of us don't want?
I think it's for us, it's the flexibility. Example, Roberto, he has co-work Ybor. So I run a company, New Town Connections, but I actually base my office in downtown St. Pete and actually at Roberto's co-work space. So for me, I like the flexibility of not being in a 9-to-5 job, have flexibility, have a work-life balance. So to me, the millennials, they want the work-life balance and more outside of the office rather than sitting in a cubicle from 8 to 5, crunching numbers all day long.
Now, we are in a unique position because how many cities are going to be able to say, we're going to be able to totally remake a downtown with billions of dollars worth of investment. We're starting at the bottom and building our way up thanks to Jeff Vinik and Bill Gates and many other investors. So what do you think that he's going to say in terms of what he's trying to build? And then where do you guys fit into this picture?
Yeah, I think that the panel was carefully crafted to figure out that these people have actually excelled in their careers in the 9-to-5, and they're doing something meaningful outside of that. That's the X factor. That's what makes it an impact forum. And I think we want to show Mr. Vinik a wide array of what everybody else is doing within the millennial category, which Tampa has 29% of our population is actually millennials. So within the workforce is the largest group. There's about 10,000 baby boomers retiring every day, and they're getting replaced by millennials every day.
So this is actually twofold because I've just caught this right now. This is not only to bring Jeff Vinik in there and listen to what Jeff's got, but to show Jeff that, hey, we have people here, Andrew, that you socialize with that say, hey, we want to be part of this.
Exactly. I mean, on this panel, we have a bunch of influencers and disruptors. So we're using this panel to showcase to the world that Tampa is a place where millennials move to. And we have all these people like me, Roberto, and 7 other people on this panel that are doing unique things, who are in their 20s and 30s, to say, look, downtown Tampa, with Vinik's putting in the money to build all this infrastructure and everything else to make it happen, but you have to have people there to actually do something with all this infrastructure.
Yeah, so what's the biggest obstacle that millennials that really want to expand and grow face? What's the biggest? Is it financing? Is it connections? What is it?
When it comes to startups, I think that the first hurdle that they find is really investment opportunity, capital opportunities, and those are not readily available because a lot of private investors, which are called angel or seed investors,
Right,
they
yeah.
don't want to disclose what the deals are. I think that understanding that there is going to be a threshold, right? Kind of like in baseball. If you're batting 300, that means that you only hit 3 out of 10 pitches. So
Yeah.
it's the same thing with startup and companies. We have to have a critical mass or a cluster of companies that are in that startup mode or a startup phase, and then we're going to let the best ones rise, and hopefully the other ones will catch on.
I wouldn't mind having a 300 batting average in the pros, though. I mean, come on, 3 out of 10. But in business, it's a little different because that first year is what's so critical. If you can survive that, go ahead, Andrew.
And I think the whole thing of this millennial is you get a bunch of like-minded people in one huge room at Amalie Arena, and I start having these conversations with other entrepreneurs, like what I do at Cowork Ybor. When I go there, I'm meeting with other entrepreneurs, and we can bounce ideas off each other. So to me, to have that culture of entrepreneurs who are successful here, I have to be able to bounce off ideas off of Roberto, off of these other panelists, rather than just going alone. So it's, because when you work by yourself, you have to have some support, and that's where these co-work spaces come in.
Do you guys get any input into the Vinik project, Vinikville, whatever, they call it all sorts of things, so that he knows what you guys need? Because obviously you are the folks who are going to be living downtown, shopping downtown, working downtown, which is the ultimate goal as they try to get this greater density to make a downtown truly work.
We haven't formally gotten invited to necessarily put any input, but I know that he's surrounded himself with a lot of competent people that have a lot of time and experience in urban planning, and he himself has read tons of books about it.
Isn't it funny, because whatever he wants to invest in, he'll say, well, I read a book about being a hockey owner, so I bought a hockey team.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to move the roads around there, so I read a book about roads, and now we're going to move the roads all around the Channelside area. So let's get to the specific. When is the event?
It is Tuesday, June 13th. Doors open at 5 p.m. The panel starts at 6, and we're at Amalie Arena. So come out there. We're aiming for about 1,000 people to come out on that Tuesday night.
Wow. Now, is there a cost, and how much is it?
So yes, the cost is $39 up until June 9th, and then after that, it's $49.
Why'd you come up with $39? Is it
We figured that's an affordable price for millennials.
No, that's the last year you're a millennial. That's what you thought of. Yeah, I didn't
I
think
said we're
about
close.
that.
We're not there yet.
And one last question. 10 years from now, what's Tampa going to look like?
I think it's going to be a global city, premier city. I mean, you're going to be putting it in the same context of Abu Dhabi, Singapore, London.
Wow.
I think this is going to be closer to San Francisco, where people move from San Francisco over here because it's very affordable to live here. I love to live here because it's affordable. I can't afford to live in San Francisco.
Boy, that's for sure, yeah.
And if we create this tech hub, which Mr. Vinik wants to create in downtown Tampa, then why not pull all these tech people from San Francisco and California out to Florida here?
Well, Millennial Impact Forum, it's going to be exciting. I think we'll stop by to kind of figure out what's going on as well. Gentlemen,
We'd love to have you.
thank you so much for stopping by. I'm about twice a millennial, but well, we tried.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you all.